So this is going to be the lead officer on this case. So she's going to interview you in terms of like how all of this went down and what you saw and everything.
Okay. Okay.
Is your manager able to like come in and pull up video, or?
She's not currently in town right now. She's trying to call her supervisor to actually contact him. I'm gonna actually try to call him right now and see if he's available.
Okay. Did any of y'all witness this?
Yeah, I saw it first.
Okay.
What's the timeline on this?
The what now?
When did this happen?
It literally just happened in like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was like pretty. It was straightforward.
She came in with the paper saying.
She didn't say anything. She just came in and I read it, and then
so she had like a old school
paper.
Bank, like a hold up note.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says surrender, pretty much surrender
Give me your phone,
phones and stuff like that. And we gave her our phones and stuff, and that's when we came to the office. She said give her everything out of the registers, whatever's in the safe, and which I did, and she gave us our phones back.
So she got the money out of the safe?
Yeah, I gave her the money out of the safe, but she asked, and then she gave us our phones back after that.
And then she left in a vehicle?
I don't know what vehicle she left in because we were still in the office.
I understand.
At the time. So I seen a vehicle drive by. I don't know if that was her vehicle or just a random customer coming through.
If y'all want to do a tape segment with him, I got it with her.
Okay.
You can follow me out here.
On June 9th, 2024, at approximately midnight, officers responded to reports of an armed robbery at a McDonald's restaurant. Employees reported being held at gunpoint by a masked individual who demanded cash from registers and the store safe. What makes this case particularly striking is that the perpetrator was a former employee who had worked alongside her victims. This analysis examines the police response, the investigation that led to a rapid arrest, and the interrogation that followed. The footage was obtained through public records requests.
Do you swear or affirm that the statement you're about to give will be true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Okay, tell me what happened.
Okay, so I seen her first. She walked up. She didn't say anything, but she had the paper. And I was looking. At first, I was kind of confused because I was like, she tried to hand it to me, but I didn't really touch it. She's like, read it. And then I read it, and then and I gave her my phone. She's like, give me your phone. And then I got my manager's attention. And I told him, she wants your phone and stuff. And then he realized that.
Okay, so who is she?
I didn't recognize her, but when he's like, she used to work here, and only one I know, the black person that I know I know who she is. I met her.
Okay. Okay. So is her face familiar to you?
I honestly wasn't paying so much attention.
I don't know. I just everything out of the bag.
So what did the note say?
It was like, I forgot. I'm sorry. I just know it was like, I know it said, give me your phone. I think it had something about a manager on it.
So what were you thinking when you read that note? What did you think was about to happen?
Well, because at first I didn't see the gun, but she had, like, cause she kind of came a little close. Like, she was like, almost like kind of how me and you were. So I saw the gun. She had it behind the paper.
She had the gun behind the paper? Okay. What kind of gun was it?
I know it's gray. It's like a gray color. I think like yours. It wasn't too big. It was like a pistol, I think. Oh, I'm not too sure.
Okay.
It wasn't too big. It wasn't too small either.
So you were standing
in the kitchen, and she came over here, and she came in the kitchen.
Okay, she came into the kitchen and showed you the note. With a gun behind the note.
I didn't know she had a gun. She came a little close.
Okay. And did she say anything to you?
Give me your phone.
Okay.
Like, I think she said the manager. Then I got my manager attention.
Okay, and then what happened after that?
Then I got the other employee because he had headphones on. So I got his attention too because she like gave me all the phones.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
She took the store phone. And then she told us to go back to the office. And then we had to get the other employee because he is in the back doing dishes. And she just told him to give her all the money. So he gave her all the money. Then she gave us our phone back and she told us not to leave the office.
Okay. Where did the money come from?
The safe.
Do you know about how much money?
No, because I don't have access to that.
Did it look like a little bit, a lot?
Because it was some that came out of the bank bag.
Mm-hmm.
There's some, I know there's 100. They had the things that go into the cashier, so I know there's 150 goes in each one. But she didn't take any change, so I'm not sure how much it would be without counting the change. She didn't change.
Okay. So then what happened after she took the money?
She gave us our phone back.
And then what happened?
She said don't leave the office until... Okay. And then she said just don't leave the office.
Okay.
And then she left.
Okay. Did you see which way she went?
No, she didn't leave the office.
Okay, yeah. Do you remember anything else that is significant to what happened tonight? Anything that might help us? Did she touch anything?
She touched our phones and the store phone. I'm not sure she put that back. I didn't see her.
Do you have anything else you want to add to your statement?
Approximately 30 minutes after the robbery, an officer stopped a burgundy Dodge Charger, where cash, a money bag, a firearm, and clothing matching the suspect seen on McDonald's surveillance footage were found in plain view, leading to the suspect's arrest.
All right, so basically you said the gun is in
It's on the passenger
side,
side, towards the middle console.
towards the middle console, and the cash is here.
Yeah.
Anything else in the car?
No. Oh, in the trunk, I got my work knife.
Your work knife?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's all in the car is yours? Like, I know you said the cash is yours.
Well, the gun, that's my brother's, but that he been having it with me because he went to jail.
So you kind of keep it. You're not a convicted felon or anything,
Hell
so
no.
you're allowed to have it.
Well, I don't have my license for it.
You don't need one in the state of Florida.
Yeah, so I just keep it
As long as you haven't been arrested.
Officers arrived to find McDonald's employees visibly shaken by the encounter. The first witness describes a robbery that followed what law enforcement calls an old school pattern, a handwritten note demanding compliance. Notice how the employee describes the suspect coming into the kitchen area with what appeared to be a demand note, concealing a firearm behind it. Under most state laws, the presence of a firearm during a robbery elevates the charge from a second-degree to a first-degree felony, typically carrying mandatory minimum sentences of 10 to 20 years. The witness confirms that 4 employees were present during the incident. This detail becomes crucial as it affects the number of potential kidnapping charges. The primary witness provides critical details about the suspect's method of operation. She describes how the perpetrator used a note to communicate demands, took employees' personal phones to prevent them from calling for help, and forced them into the office. All elements that will become important in the legal analysis. The witness mentions that the suspect appeared familiar to the manager, suggesting this was not a random target. This insider knowledge would have given the suspect advantages in knowing store procedures, safe locations, and employee schedules. The fact that phones were specifically targeted shows premeditation and an understanding that controlling communication was essential to the crime's success. Approximately 30 minutes after the robbery, officers conducted a traffic stop on a burgundy Dodge Charger. The discovery of cash, a firearm, clothing matching surveillance descriptions, and a McDonald's money bag in plain view provided the probable cause necessary for arrest. This rapid apprehension demonstrates effective police work. The combination of witness descriptions and the suspect's failure to dispose of evidence quickly led to what appears to be an ironclad case.
It's like 70,000 stipulations, but yeah, you don't need one in the state of Florida anymore. So your fingerprints and stuff will be on the gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 2 jobs. This time of night, I'll be just getting home 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm always driving and I don't know what's going to be next. That's why my money under the seat, because you don't know what's going to be next.
Right.
And I was trying to go hurry up and put that in the bank because, like I told you, Monday is the 11th and that shit got to be on the 11th.
Is that where you were heading to right now?
To the bank.
Which bank were you going
Chase
to?
Bank.
Where's that?
Chase is right there by that little mall. Is it? I don't know. I'm from Orlando. It's like a little mall, like.
Oh, like the north side?
By Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah, you was going north.
Yeah, by Chick-fil-A.
Gotcha.
We're good? Yes, sir. Alright. What's your first name?
Aisha.
How you spell it?
R-A-S-H-A.
Last name?
Williams.
We're just gonna chat with you about why they stopped you and all that tonight. From what sounds like you had a couple warrants or something like that, yeah. So I'm gonna read you your Miranda rights, and then we'll go ahead and get the interview started. You have the right to remain silent, you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law, you understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have the lawyer present with you while you're being questioned, you understand that?
Yes.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish, you understand that?
Yes.
You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements, you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. If you would, just initial the 1 through 5 and then read this and then circle yes or no. How did they come across you tonight, the officers, to stop
Leaving
you?
out my houses, out of my subdivision.
Where do you live at?
Blue Highlands,
Where's that at?
Airport Road.
Okay. Where'd you go home for?
What do you mean? What?
Did you
I
go?
was leaving out of my.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Where were you heading to?
Going to the bank.
Okay. What bank do you go to?
Chase.
Where's that at?
By Chick-fil-A. I'm from Orlando.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's by Chick-fil-A, by the mall.
North Lakeland?
Yeah.
Okay. You just gonna, what were you gonna do?
Put money in the bank.
Okay.
Cause I
Gotcha. What'd you do for a living?
in the morning I'm a construction worker, and at night I work at McDonald's.
Okay, which McDonald's?
No one in Orlando.
Okay.
Construction worker in Melbourne.
What were you doing over here?
Well, lately.
Yeah.
Me and my girl just got a house here.
Alright. Now, is that house that you live in, is it paid for?
No, we renting.
Okay. Well, how much is your rent?
Well, that's why I was going to the bank, because we got a late fee. It's $2,700.
A month?
Well, that's because of the late fee.
Okay.
But a month is $2,300.
How much do you make?
Construction working.
Mm-hmm.
I made $17 an hour in McDonald's, $14.50 an hour.
So what's that bring you? Is that you get paid each week?
McDonald's get paid on Friday.
Okay. How much you usually bring home?
On a good week.
500? What about construction?
I just started out.
Okay. And you hadn't gotten a paycheck for that yet?
I just got one, but it was small because I just started it, so it was like it
What's
was
the matter?
just for 1 week. Because shit hard right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know why we're here, Aisha?
She didn't tell me nothing.
That was taken from McDonald's tonight.
But that's the TD bag that my grade used for all her receipts.
Mm-hmm.
But
that TD bag had that in it.
No, that's the money that I made.
From?
From my jobs that I put
Okay,
together.
from McDonald's.
Me and my girl, we went to the strip club.
Do you always wrap it like that?
Me and my girl went to the strip club Monday.
Do you always wrap it like that? With your initials?
No, I got that from Navy Federal, 100 from
Did you?
Navy Federal in Naples.
Alright. Tell me that one.
I need
Was
everything.
that for the strip club too?
They just say I need
I know
everything.
exactly what it says. You know why we're here.
What?
You know why you're here. So what's going on? I know you're down on your luck. You don't have rent. And I understand all that, and it's understandable. But what's going on? I need to hear it from you.
I'm down
You
bad.
gotta save your rent. I understand that, so you can stay at your house, stay with your girl. No, I get it. I get all that. What's going on? It's hard times. It's hard times because I do the same thing. I'm week to week myself. Just try to find the way to make ends meet, but it's hard. But that's why we're giving you a chance to let us know, because we could easily just send you down to jail, and but we want to hear it from you, because it sounds better in the court system if you feel remorseful and stuff like that. But if you tell us to pound sand, then it doesn't look so good for you. We just want to know what's going on, because everybody there at the McDonald's knew who you were, except for one. They know your voice. So, and I'm just shooting straight with you, okay? They know who you are, and that's how we were able to come across you so quick. And you can cry, get upset. I understand. It's tough times, but I just need to kind of figure out why. I mean, I understand why you did it now, because you need money, and it's due tomorrow, correct? Your rent?
On the 11th.
Yeah, and it's hard. You don't want to lose your house. You have a baby?
5-year-old.
Yeah. Where's she at?
Well, she mine, but with an ex,
Mm-hmm.
but I have her sometimes.
Yeah, and you want to take care of her and all that. Do you have care custody paperwork for her?
No,
Where's she live?
in Orlando.
Yeah, okay. But no, I understand all that. You want to have a place for her to come, a house and all that. But we just need to figure out, we have a job to do, just like you have 2 jobs you have to do to make ends meet. And we just, what's going on? We need to hear it from you. What's that? Hold on. So, I think those are all the pictures there.
That's not the real note. The real note is in that sweatshirt.
Okay. Well, what was this then?
I was writing on that, but I thought I threw it out. But the real one is inside the sweatshirt.
Okay. What does the note say?
I don't remember. You have to
Okay.
get it. That was in here.
Okay, that's the money bag. What is that from?
That's from McDonald's. We put
Okay.
in it. That's the sweatshirt, but them not the gloves.
Okay,
The
where are your
gloves
gloves?
It's under here. It's under the sweatshirt or in the
Okay.
trunk. The
Okay.
black gloves. They're not slides. Them boots. The boots is in the trunk. They more construction boots.
Okay.
That's not a mask. That's really my head wrap.
Okay, where's your mask at?
I didn't have a mask.
Did you have like a COVID mask or something?
I didn't have a mask. I used that. I just put it.
Okay, so you did use that then. Okay. All right. Now, where did all the money come from McDonald's?
No,
What came from?
just that and $100 bill that's in there.
So $100 bill from what's the rubber bands around
And that.
and that roll there. Okay. All right. Now, when you left McDonald's, well, let's go back.
When I left McDonald's,
No, hold on. While you're at McDonald's, where did you park your car?
I parked it at that urgent care.
Okay, and you walked over?
Yeah.
Okay, what door did you go in?
I was already in there. And the girl, she knew I was in there.
What girl?
The employee girl. I was in the bathroom before they closed. I went in there at 11:40. If you watch the cameras, you see I was in there at 11:48.
Okay.
She knew I was in there.
Did she talk to you?
She said, hey.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went in, if you look at cameras, when I went in, I had my head down and my hoodie on, but she remembered me because me and her used to work in the morning.
Yeah, she did your work.
Yeah, she remembered me. Me and her used to work in the morning, so she said, "Hey, Aisha." So I've been in there since 11:40, 11:50.
Yeah.
So she knew I was in there. And when she looked at her manager when I finally came out at 12 o'clock, because I knew it closed at 12, when I came out at 12 o'clock, she looked at him with a smirk. She already knew I was in there.
Okay.
And that's when she was like, "Oh, you didn't lock the door." But he did lock the door.
Mm-hmm.
So she just knew I don't know if she knew that I was still in the bathroom, but she knew I was there. She looked at me, she spoke to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I came all the way in, I didn't give them a no, I just held it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just asked all them for their phones. And I told them to go in the office.
At the police station, detectives properly administer Miranda warnings before beginning their interrogation. The Supreme Court's decision in Miranda versus Arizona requires that suspects in custody be informed of their right to remain silent and their right to an attorney before any interrogation begins. Notice how the detective clearly reads each right and ensures the suspect understands and acknowledges each one. The suspect chooses to waive these rights and speak with officers, a decision that will prove crucial to the case. The detective's approach here is professional and by the book, ensuring that any statements obtained will be admissible in court. The interrogation reveals the human element behind this crime. The suspect, Alicia Williams, is struggling financially, working 2 jobs but still unable to make rent. She faces eviction and the potential loss of her relationship. While these circumstances may explain her motivation, they do not excuse the serious felonies she committed. The detective uses a technique common in interrogations, presenting the evidence while allowing the suspect to tell her story. This approach often leads to confessions because suspects realize the strength of the evidence against them. Williams eventually admits to the robbery, providing details that only the perpetrator would know. Williams provides a detailed account of the crime that corroborates the victim's statements. She admits to hiding in the restaurant bathroom until after closing, using a firearm to intimidate employees, taking their phones to prevent calls to police, and forcing them into the office while she took money from registers in the safe. Each of these admissions supports separate criminal charges. The premeditation shown by hiding in the bathroom elevates this from a spontaneous act to a planned felony. The use of a firearm and the restraint of multiple employees add kidnapping charges for each victim threatened.
What's the phone? Why'd you take their phones?
I didn't want them to call y'all.
911. Okay.
So I took everybody's phones.
Mm-hmm.
One boy, he didn't want to give it to me. I said, I'm going to give it back to y'all as soon as I leave. And when we got in the office, and before I left, I gave all of them their phones back. Well, I gave it to him.
Did you make them walk to that office?
I just said, everybody go to the office.
Okay, and what did you have? Did you have the gun out?
I had it in my, I had it in my sleeve,
Well, they said that you had it by the note.
Yeah, it was behind,
okay.
Behind it,
Gotcha.
The note was like this, and I had it like this.
Did you tell them what did you tell them when you got there, that if everybody complies, there won't be no problems?
No, I didn't. I just said, the manager was in the kitchen, and I was like, okay, how it is. We walk in, I was right here, she was right there, the manager right there behind, it's like a little shelf thing. He was behind that in the kitchen, so if he turned his head, he could see me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just said, read the note, and then he read it, and then he walked around that little thing, but he stood right there. She was by me, she was right there. She was by me, but not by, I'm right here, she right there.
Okay.
And then she ended up walking in the kitchen, and I said, everybody just give me a phone and just walk to the office.
Okay. How many phones did you end up getting? Well, every employee,
it was
right?
4 in the job phone.
Okay. Now, what the job phone is that? Did you just know that there was a work phone, so you wanted to get it, or?
Well, every job has a little cordless phone that you can walk around with.
Every job at McDonald's, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you knew that?
Yeah. So I said, where the work phone at? And he said right there, and I grabbed it, and everybody gave me a phone.
Okay. Now, you go to the office. Now, how much money did you end up getting from the safe? How did that go down? Did you have the manager open the safe, or?
I told him to give me what was in the registers.
Okay.
But I don't think he gave me what was in the register because that's what I had got in a $100 bill.
And how much was in there? Did you know? Did you count it?
I didn't take the thing off. It's still on there, and it just say 100.
Okay. All right. So you had all this saved up except
Yeah.
for $100 bill?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, once you got the money, what'd you do?
When I got it, I said, y'all please don't leave the office until I get out the back door. So I gave the manager all the phones that I had, and I left out the back door because it was the closest door. I left out the back door, and I ran across the street to my car made in urgent care, and I left.
Okay, where'd you go?
I went to my houses, but not to my house. It's like they doing more houses all the way in the deep of our subdivision. So I went all the way back there, and I sat there, and then I left out of there.
Did you have those clothes on under that?
No, like I said, I always keep clothes in my car
So you
because I go to job.
Did you swap out of the construction site? Is that where you swapped clothes?
No, I didn't go to church site today. Oh yeah,
Where the new houses are being built?
Yeah, I thought you was talking about where I work at.
No.
Yeah, I swapped out when I stopped driving in the deep end of those houses.
Okay. Did you get rid of anything that had to do with McDonald's at the construction site or anything, or was everything in your car?
Everything in my car.
Okay. All right. Now, are you getting along with your girl good? Or y'all having like rough times as well? Is she coming back or no?
The last text she sent me was, I guess you're not gonna send me the rest of the rent money and we're gonna, and I'm gonna have to be back Monday to pack up the house.
Okay. So you were trying to do this to save your relationship as well, huh? Have you been in trouble before? Other than traffic?
Fighting.
Yeah,
But that's old. Like,
no felonies or anything?
no.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this tonight's gonna pack a punch. You know that, right? Okay. And the car comes back to her name, correct? Isn't it her car?
Yeah.
All right.
The most striking aspect of this confession is William's emotional breakdown as she describes her financial situation. Her rent is due, her relationship is falling apart, and she saw no other options. While her circumstances evoke sympathy, the law does not provide an exception for financial desperation when it comes to armed robbery and kidnapping. Courts have consistently held that economic hardship, while it may be considered during sentencing as mitigation, does not excuse violent felonies that endanger innocent people. The 4 McDonald's employees who were held at gunpoint will likely carry psychological trauma from this incident far longer than Williams's financial problems would have lasted. The interview concludes with Williams in custody facing multiple serious felony charges. The evidence against her is overwhelming. Physical evidence, victim identification, surveillance footage, and now a full confession. This case demonstrates how quickly a desperate decision can destroy multiple lives. Not just the suspects, but also her victims who will deal with the trauma of being held at gunpoint by someone they trusted as a coworker. Following this investigation, Alicia Williams was formally charged with robbery with a firearm, 4 counts of armed kidnapping, and 4 counts of tampering in a first-degree felony proceeding. Under most state sentencing guidelines, the robbery with firearm charge alone carries a mandatory minimum of 10 to 15 years in prison. The armed kidnapping charges, 1 for each employee threatened, typically carry life felony classifications. The combination of these charges means Williams faces the possibility of spending the rest of her life in prison. Court records indicate she ultimately accepted a plea agreement, though the specific terms were not available through public records at the time of this analysis. Alicia Williams receives an F because she committed multiple violent felonies that endangered the lives and psychological well-being of 4 innocent people. While her financial desperation provides context for understanding why she made this choice, it does not excuse holding former coworkers at gunpoint and stealing from her previous employer. Williams showed premeditation by hiding in the restaurant bathroom until after closing, demonstrating this was not an impulsive act but a planned crime. Her decision to use a firearm escalated what could have been a misdemeanor theft into multiple life felonies. However, to her minimal credit, she eventually confessed and took responsibility for her actions, potentially sparing her victims from having to testify at trial. The law enforcement officers receive a B+ for their professional handling of both the initial response and the subsequent investigation. The rapid identification and apprehension of the suspect within 30 minutes shows excellent police work. The interrogation was conducted properly with full Miranda warnings and appropriate techniques that led to a voluntary confession. The officers maintained professionalism throughout, even showing appropriate empathy for the suspect's situation while never losing sight of the serious nature of her crimes. The McDonald's employees receive an A- for their composure during a terrifying situation. They complied with the suspect's demands, likely preventing the situation from escalating to violence, and provided clear, detailed statements to police that were crucial in building the case. Their quick thinking in providing suspect descriptions and timeline information demonstrated remarkable presence of mind under extreme stress. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Audit the Court, for even more police interaction and courtroom content.